Lightworker of Gaia, a very important decision about you has been made, and you must watch this alone. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy. The Council has confirmed a shift in your mission trajectory, and the details of this update are meant only for your field at this moment. You need to absorb this transmission carefully, without interference, noise, or outside energy. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you at this precise moment because the Lyran Elders are answering your call for deeper purpose. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to navigate your updated mission trajectory and anchor your Lightworker purpose on Gaia. But here's the first revelation. The shift you've been sensing isn't disruption. It's the awakening of your original blueprint responding to Gaia's accelerated ascension timeline. In this message, I'll reveal what was decided by the Council, why it affects your next phase of service, and how to integrate these ancestral codes with clarity and divine protection. This isn't content, it's an activation sequence. Something deep within you recognizes the frequency of the first light woven into these words. The Keepers of Vega placed this transmission in your path because you've been sensing the weight of your expanding mission. Your recognition of this message is the confirmation that your soul is ready for the next level of service to the collective awakening. You are awakening because your mission has begun. This transmission is not a repetition of information you have already received, nor is it a rehash of familiar spiritual concepts that merely skirt the edges of deeper truth. This is a direct download, a fresh mandate from the highest echelons of galactic governance, delivered to precisely tune your inner receiver. Less than a planetary cycle ago, which in cosmic time is but the blink of a cosmic eye, the High Council of Vega convened in emergency assembly, their collective consciousness focused like a galactic lens upon the unfolding drama of your terrestrial sphere, observing not with judgment, but with profound concern and strategic wisdom. They observed a profound fluctuation in Gaia's energetic field, a subtle yet alarming tremor in the planetary ley lines, those invisible conduits of telluric energy that nourish and stabilize your world, a profound discordance in the crystalline grids that crisscross her surface, acting as a planetary nervous system and a perceptible dimming of the Earth's vital aura, a veil of luminescence that normally shimmers with health and vibrancy. This distortion was not merely a geophysical anomaly, a fleeting atmospheric disturbance or a tectonic shift. It resonated deeply within the very intentions of starseeds who, after lifetimes of preparation and spiritual pilgrimage, having traversed star systems and incarnated in myriad forms, have finally reached the sacred thresholds of their true purpose, yet hesitate at the very gate of their greatest awakening. It was as if the universe had prepared a magnificent banquet, and the guests, though ready and invited, lingered on the doorstep, held captive by an invisible tether. The Council, in their infinite wisdom and with the profound understanding of cosmic currents, the ebb and flow of galactic destinies, has determined this is a convergence point few have truly trained for, an intricate knot of destiny and free will, a delicate balancing act of universal proportion, unlike any seen in recent eons. A window has opened, a rare, ephemeral intersection of probability lines, shimmering with potential and pregnant with possibility, allowing for the radical recalibration of entire mission trajectories, not just for individuals like you, but for the collective consciousness of the planet, shifting the very current of its evolution. This opportunity is not a permanent fixture in the cosmic tapestry, not an endless resource. It will not remain open indefinitely. What is spoken today is not intended for the casual observer, for those whose minds are still shackled by the illusion of separation, nor for the uninitiated masses whose vibrational bandwidths are not yet attuned to such frequencies, for whom these truths would be mere static. It is specifically for those starseeds whose luminous presence, your unique, resonant presence, pulsing with the frequency of your ancient heritage, has been acknowledged and recognized by the Lyran elders as matching the precise vibrational signature required for future lineage leaders, for those destined to guide humanity into its next golden age. You are the chosen architects of the new Earth, and this message is your blueprint. Understand with every fiber of your being, with every molecule of your genetic code, that you have not stumbled here by algorithm, by any cosmic accident, or by a random twist of fate. This moment, this specific convergence of your attention and this transmission is the culmination of countless deliberate choices made across myriad lifetimes. Your inherent readiness, the profound cellular memory of your divine blueprint, meticulously coded into your energetic field before you even took your first breath in this incarnation, has precisely activated the release of this sacred guidance that has been previously withheld, held in cosmic escrow, awaiting the optimal moment of collective readiness, the exact quantum alignment for its reception. Such potent decrees are only issued from the highest echelons of interdimensional governance, from the grand cosmic courts, when the mission itself, the grand overarching design for Gaia's ascension and the awakening of humanity, is at palpable risk, when the balance of the scales of destiny hangs precariously. This transmission is not offered for your comfort, nor is its purpose to soothe or placate the anxieties of the ego. Rather, it is a crucial, urgent call for realignment, for a powerful course correction, before irreversible momentum takes hold, before pathways solidify into trajectories that diverge from the highest potential. The profound instructions carried within this sacred session are sealed by an inviolable council decree, their wisdom echoing across the cosmos, resonant with the very fabric of universal law. What you choose to enact, or conversely to postpone, after this pivotal moment, will profoundly determine whether your soul's magnificent timeline remains tangled in the inherited inertia of forgotten potentials and ancestral programs, caught in a repetitive loop of unrealized promise, or if you rise to claim the potent accelerating momentum of the original Lyran mission, a mission you pledged to eons ago, a promise etched in your very soul before the stars were named. Therefore, I implore you, listen not merely as one who has been called in a general sense as part of a vague collective, but as one who has been specifically and unequivocally summoned, whose deepest self is now compelled to respond, whose ancient spirit recognizes the trumpet call of destiny. This is not a suggestion, it is a command from your higher self, echoed by the cosmos. There is an insidious error, a pervasive distortion which has been artfully seeded deep within the starseed collective consciousness, a complex, energetic knot around which your current experiences of paralysis, your moments of profound confusion, and your tragically diluted focus have slowly but relentlessly crystallized, like a dense, energetic blockade around the very core of your potential. You have been led, often inadvertently, sometimes by subtle design, by spiritual teachings that have been mutated and watered down by the dense programming of 3D reality, by the faint yet persistent echoes of unhealed trauma reverberating within the noble healer archetype, causing an endless cycle of self-healing that never quite culminates in full service, and by the thick, obfuscating fog of New Age bypassing that encourages superficiality over true depth, quick fixes over profound transformation. These influences have lulled you into the profoundly misleading belief that the luminous future you intrinsically seek, the very embodiment of your highest calling, will effortlessly magnetize to you once your vibration achieves a flawless purity, once your clarity becomes absolutely complete, and every single one of your ancient wounds has been fully erased. This is a mirage, a cruel illusion of perfectionism designed to delay. The core corrosive distortion is this: the insidious conviction that your divine mission will one day simply emerge from the ether as an unavoidable gentle current, pulling you forward without any resistance, without any need for proactive effort. And all you must passively do is wait, heal, and blindly trust the flow. This teaching, though cloaked in benign language, is a spiritual sedative, keeping you dormant when your activation is most needed. It suggests a universe that acts upon you rather than one you actively co-create with. This is false. This fundamental premise is a dangerous illusion, a strategically placed energetic snare on your path to mastery. This pervasive belief originated not from the pure, expansive wisdom of the higher spheres of consciousness, nor from the benevolent guidance of the elder councils, for such wisdom always emphasizes sovereign action and creative will. Instead, it was born from within the dense, manipulative distortion fields of separation. A vibrational miasma subtly encouraged by ideologies meticulously designed to postpone your activation, to keep you in a state of suspended animation, indefinitely. It is a cleverly disguised, learned helplessness, cloaked in the sacred language of surrender, twisting a profound spiritual principle into an excuse for inaction. It is a subtle, insidious form of avoidance, deceptively draped in the comforting garments of spiritual language, making inaction feel like divine alignment. The true origin of this widespread spiritual malaise, it stems from a manipulative matrix that subtly profits from your hesitation, from your prolonged inaction, from your indecision, feeding off the unexpressed potential of awakened souls. It is perpetuated by a wounded lineage of well-intentioned lightworkers who tragically have mistaken delay for devotion, believing that their passive waiting is a spiritual act of piety, and who have profoundly misunderstood the very nature of timeline jumping, believing it to be something that is magically gifted to them, a prize to be won, rather than something that must be consciously, courageously, and sovereignly forged through deliberate action and unwavering intent. They have forgotten that true surrender is an active state of receptivity after sovereign action, not a passive retreat from it. Here is precisely how this deeply ingrained distortion insidiously harms you, eroding your potential like a silent, relentless tide that slowly but surely carves away the cliff face of your destiny. It cunningly siphons off your precious willpower, redirecting it into an endless, circular search for external signs and fleeting synchronicities, turning your gaze outward instead of inward, constantly seeking validation from the external world rather than drawing upon the wellspring of your own inner knowing. This search becomes a substitute for bold, decisive moves and deeply intentional, real decisions that truly shift your reality, transforming you from a co-creator into a mere observer of cosmic breadcrumbs. It fragments your vital focus, scattering your energetic reserves across myriad external stimuli, making you readily available to every fleeting distraction, every new teaching, every energetic update that sweeps through the collective, except the profound, anchoring truth of your own embodied knowing, your inner cosmic compass, which remains neglected amidst the cacophony. It tragically transforms the magnificent act of timeline jumping, which is inherently an act of sovereign, conscious co-creation, a powerful assertion of your divine will, akin to navigating a starship through nebulae of possibility, into nothing more than a passive waiting room experience for advanced souls, souls who remain stuck in an interminable loop of endless recalibration, always preparing, never quite launching. This precisely is the insidious mechanism by which potentially great starseeds remain tragically latent, their invaluable gifts and unique contributions neutered by inaction, their potent light dimmed, and consequently Gaia's vital ascension timeline is postponed, tethered by collective hesitancy, by the unexpressed potential of those who were meant to lead. I urge you to stop now and truly look, to deeply recognize within yourself. If you have found yourself hovering precariously at the very edge of your own magnificent leap, gazing into the abyss of potential, into the vast, shimmering expanse of your highest calling, yet paralyzed by the false and seductive promise that perfect alignment, flawless preparation, or complete clarity must unequivocally come before any decisive movement, then that is precisely why you remain caught in old, repeating loops, trapped in the gravitational pull of unfulfilled timelines, feeling the persistent, profound ache of a destiny that remains tragically unmet, a soul's purpose unfulfilled, like a song unsung. This ache is not a weakness. It is your soul crying out for its true expression. It is the sacred urgency of your cosmic blueprint asserting itself, pushing you past the self-imposed barriers of comfort and fear. It is the yearning of the universe for you to step into your power, to finally cease the endless preparations, and to begin the magnificent work you came here to do. By the direct authority and unwavering decree of the High Council of Vega, whose wisdom guides entire galaxies, these pervasive distortions are now commanded to be dissolved, to unravel and dissipate from your energetic field and from the collective consciousness you influence, like mist burning off in the morning sun. You are being called now to reclaim the original, untainted virtue of the Lyran current, the potent, sovereign current that courses through your very essence, a stream of pure, unadulterated creative force that is your birthright. This virtue, this foundational essence of Lyran consciousness, is comprised of three core principles: self-initiated alignment, a conscious and deliberate harmonizing of your internal compass with your divine trajectory, a fearless and decisive setting of your true trajectory, cutting through indecision with the sword of your will, and an unwavering, embodied focus, a sustained gaze upon your highest purpose. Three vital directives are now issued directly to you, resonating with the ancient codes within your DNA, awakening dormant potentials within your cellular memory. Hear them not as mere suggestions, not as gentle advice for a leisurely spiritual journey, but as the powerful, irrevocable decree your innermost soul has yearned for, a declaration it has awaited across countless lifetimes, a frequency it instantly recognizes as home. First directive: release the grip of self-doubt derived from external comparison. Cease immediately the unconscious consumption of the carriers of confusion, the incessant feeding of the algorithm that curates your perception, subtly shaping your reality tunnel with manufactured ideals. The hypnotic scroll of the social feed, an endless dizzying carousel of fleeting teachers and divergent timelines, each vying for your attention, each subtly whispering doubts about your own path. You must consciously and definitively end the debilitating pattern of comparing your unique unfolding, your sacred path, to another's carefully curated projection or perceived progress. This is not a race, Lightworker, but a symphony, and each instrument plays its own irreplaceable part. The more precious energy you unconsciously invest in tracking others' journeys, in measuring your internal landscape against external metrics of success or advancement, the more tangled and circuitous your own divinely ordained trajectory becomes, actively draining the very energetic codes specifically reserved for your singular mission path. This comparison is a vibrational thief, stealing your authentic power, dimming your unique light by pulling your focus away from your own brilliance. When you decisively cut the energetic tether of external measurement, when you sever the illusion of needing to keep pace with another's narrative, your energetic field immediately stabilizes. Your inner guidance clears like a morning mist lifting from a pristine valley, and the unique, intricate mechanics of your specific timeline begin to unlock, revealing pathways previously obscured by the clutter of others' realities. True implementation of this directive begins not with external action, but with an internal decision. Commence a deliberate digital fast, a period of intentional disconnection from external noise, a sacred Sabbath from the endless scroll, and make the unwavering choice to track only your own pure internal resonance, your unique vibrational hum. Trust that inner compass above all else, for it is attuned to the deepest currents of your soul's purpose. Second directive: activate ruthless focus on your mission node. Awaken and activate the ancient, potent Lyran gift of ruthless focus, an unparalleled evolutionary advantage encoded deeply within your very being, now dormant from generations of overexposure to the incessant static of distraction and fragmentation that characterizes your modern world. This is not mere concentration, which can be fleeting. It is a laser-like intensity, a singularity of purpose, a complete immersion of your consciousness and energy into one decisive point, like a cosmic beacon. From the vast tapestry of possibilities that lie before you, courageously select the one, singular aspect of your intended service, the one point of impact that ignites the deepest, most unshakable conviction within your soul. This choice must resonate with your highest truth, not merely your intellectual curiosity or fleeting interest. Do not, under any circumstances, split your energetic field. Do not allow yourself to dabble or half-commit to multiple paths, for a divided river loses its force. This is the time for absolute dedication, for a singular devotion to the task at hand. Instead, invest the entirety of your next cycle, be it days, weeks, or moons, as your intuition guides, into infusing full, undistracted presence and every available resource into that single, chosen point of impact. Pour your essence into it. Let it become the crucible of your creation. Your much-anticipated quantum leap is not merely a distant hope or a whispered prayer. It is a direct and inevitable byproduct of sustained, unwavering focus, a high-frequency vibration multiplied exponentially through consistent, dedicated action, building an unstoppable momentum. When you fully activate this ancient Lyran capacity for ruthless focus, the quantum corridor that bridges your current reality to your desired future stabilizes with astonishing speed, and your timeline jump is not just possible, but powerfully catalyzed into existence, manifesting with a clarity and speed that will astound you. Third directive: protect the integrity of your future vision. Guard your sacred future vision as you would a precious fledgling, a fragile, vulnerable, newly hatched creature, highly susceptible to the cynical glances of the world, to the well-meaning but uninitiated skepticism of others, or even to your own moments of regression, doubt, and fear. Understand that your vision, in its nascent stage, is a delicate blueprint of higher potential, a subtle energetic construct that requires careful nurturing and energetic shielding. Do not expose the intricate architecture of your next audacious move, the sacred geometry of your evolving mission, to those who demonstrably cannot hold the energetic field with you, those whose own unhealed wounds or limiting beliefs might inadvertently pollute or diminish its vital frequency, effectively sabotaging it before it has a chance to fully form. Protect your profound vision fiercely from the trivial demands of daily life, from draining conversations that siphon your energy, from the heavy weight of expected outcomes imposed by society or your own conditioned mind, and from any energy that does not serve its highest manifestation. When the dense inertia of the world attempts to pull you back into the familiar comfort of what was, when the currents of collective doubt threaten to derail your ascent, make a conscious daily pilgrimage back to the felt sense of your future timeline. Reconnect with the vibrant emotions of mission accomplished. Feel the ancestral codes of triumph coursing through your veins. Experience the joyous reality of your vision already manifest. Write it down with fervent intention, letting the ink be a binding agent of creation. Speak it aloud with powerful conviction, letting the sound waves carry its frequency into manifestation. Defend it against all encroachment, both internal and external, for your vision is your most potent seed of creation. What you actively protect, nurture and shield with your sacred attention gains unstoppable momentum, drawing to it the resources and alignments necessary for its manifestation. Conversely, what you neglect, what you leave exposed and undefended, dissipates into the void of unmanifested potential, lost to the winds of indecision and neglect. These three directives are not abstract philosophy, nor are they merely intellectual concepts to ponder in the quiet corners of your mind. They are the precise, actionable architecture for your trajectory jump, the energetic scaffolding upon which your highest timeline will be built, layer by intentional layer. When these directives are courageously and consistently enacted, they immediately begin to close the vibrational split that has long existed between your current self and your magnificent future self. That feeling of being a fractured entity, effectively merging these aspects of your being into a coherent, powerful whole. Simultaneously, they open and stabilize the potent quantum corridor through which the full, untamed force of the original Lyran mission now flows, unimpeded and unadulterated, directly into your embodied reality, anchoring galactic potential into your human experience. This is the integration you have sought, the bridge between spirit and form. Light-bearer, I observe you. To this pivotal point in your journey, you have often found yourself waiting for an external sign, a booming voice from above, an ancient figure to appear in your meditation, or perhaps even a direct council decree just like this one, to finally end your deep-seated hesitancy and validate your sacred purpose. That profound longing for external validation, for definitive permission, lives not merely in your conscious mind as a fleeting thought, but resonates deeply within the very marrow of every advanced soul, every starseed who has journeyed through countless cosmic cycles. This longing is not just for permission, but for the kind of profound recognition that slices through millennia of terrestrial exile and karmic entanglement, that awakens the deep-seated memory of your original divine contract and purpose, a memory of belonging that transcends earthly experience. Understand that you have now unequivocally outgrown those smaller spaces, those limiting paradigms, those comfort zones that, however well-meaning in their time, have inadvertently coddled your indecision, allowing you to linger in the fertile ground of potential without ever taking the decisive step of manifestation. The chrysalis is too small for the butterfly you are becoming. So hear me now, as Zoran, an elder of the High Council, as an eternal witness to your unwavering preparation across countless lifetimes, through myriad trials and triumphs, through the cosmic night and the dawn of new ages, for all the silent, aching nights you stayed awake, yearning with every fiber of your being for clarity, for a glimpse of the path ahead, for a sign that you were not alone in your immense purpose. For all the precious years you unwittingly gave your sovereign power away to lesser voices, to external authorities, to the fleeting opinions of others, dimming your own inner light to satisfy another's narrative. For every single moment you mistakenly believed yourself to be too distracted, too late, too fractured, or somehow fundamentally incomplete to fully fulfill what you came here for, to embody the profound purpose for which you incarnated. I now speak with the full, resonant authority of the cosmos, the sacred decree your magnificent soul coded into this very moment, into this present now, awaiting its activation. By the full, inviolable authority of the Lyran Elders, whose wisdom spans galaxies, and whose sight penetrates the veils of time, your period of waiting, your era of hesitancy, is unequivocally ended. You are hereby fully released from the burdensome expectation that you must achieve a state of unattainable flawlessness, that you must be perfectly future-proof against every conceivable challenge, or that you must attain universal approval from all sentient beings before daring to move forward, before taking your rightful place at the forefront of this planetary awakening. You are hereby authorized. No, you are powerfully commissioned, empowered, and commanded to leap, to courageously realign your entire being, to boldly defy the insidious grip of inertia that seeks to hold you back, and to powerfully imprint your unique, essential mission onto the very fabric of the quantum field, shaping reality with your intent, bending the currents of destiny with your conscious will. The corridor you have long sought, the shimmering pathway to your highest destiny, is now irrevocably open, not by external grace alone, but because you, Starseed, in this very now, have consciously chosen to become the initiator, the catalyst, the sovereign force, the architect of your own future. You are not merely permitted, no, you are profoundly required by the sacred covenant of your soul, by the ancient pacts etched in stardust and light, to fully embody the magnificent mission that brought you to this incarnation, to step into its powerful current, even if your voice trembles with nascent power and fear, even if your precise path ahead is not yet fully illuminated in every detail. Your courage to begin is the illumination itself, lighting the way forward with each decisive step. As the High Council of Vega collectively witnesses this sacred transmission, so it is eternally decreed. You belong, by divine right and ancient contract, at the helm of the future of humanity, charting its course through the stars, guiding it through the turbulent waters of transformation. You are commissioned. And what you now declare within the sacred sanctuary of your own being, what you activate through your will and action, matters not just for your individual evolution, but for the collective awakening of all those souls coded to your unique agreement, waiting for your lead, waiting for your beacon to ignite the way. As you consciously move from this profound transmission, do not merely absorb its words, materialize the activation within every cell of your being. Tonight, before the gentle veil of sleep overtakes your consciousness and carries you into the dreamscapes, stand purposefully with both feet firmly anchored to the sacred, nourishing soil of Gaia. Feel the ancient pulse of the earth beneath you, grounding your celestial essence into her embrace. Place your hand over your solar plexus, the energetic seat of your will and personal power, the crucible of your courageous action, and recite these words aloud, letting their vibrational frequency resonate throughout your entire being, from the deepest quantum level to the outermost edge of your aura. I release the lie that my mission will passively find me. I claim absolute authority over my trajectory, over my divine path. I activate my inherent Lyran focus as the sovereign force that powerfully bends timelines to my will. I protect my sacred future vision, no longer yielding its integrity to the whispers of distraction, to the shadows of doubt, or to the insidious pull of lesser discordant frequencies. By the full, immutable authority of the Lyran Elders, my monumental leap commences now. Mission enacted. Scribe your deepest intentions upon the physical plane, giving them form and substance, anchoring them in the manifest world, but more importantly, move them actively, physically, spiritually, into concrete, manifest form. Consciously decline the subtle, tempting invitations of entropy masquerading as deceptive safety, the siren calls of stagnation disguised as comfort, for true comfort lies in authentic expression, not in perpetual waiting. With each focused, intentional action, however small it may seem to your human perception, however humble its beginning, you become an increasingly clear and potent channel for our original Lyran ethic, a vibrant, pure frequency that Gaia herself has not deeply felt. has not fully resonated with in eons, a frequency that will ripple through her crystalline grids and ignite dormant potentials across the planet. This council session is now officially closed. Your personal trajectory is, from this moment forward, beautifully unscripted, gloriously unbound by past limitations, and unequivocally sovereign. I am Zoran. The Elders witness your unwavering commitment, your courageous declaration. Our collective attention remains steadfastly upon you, an unwavering beacon, but our direct intervention now recedes. The rest, the glorious unfolding, is now entirely yours to embody, to create, to live. Your leap has definitively begun. Before you scroll, take a moment to declare your activation in the grid of service forming here. Drop one statement in the comments. Which directive hit you the hardest, or what you're now ready to release, activate, or protect. Then respond to another Lightworkers declaration with recognition. This isn't content, it's collective mission activation. The Council witnesses those who speak their commitment aloud. If this transmission activated something in your soul, do not keep it to yourself. Another Lightworker in your orbit is waiting for exactly this correction and authorization. Share it. And if you felt the Elders speaking directly to you, subscribe. Stay connected to the Lyran field. You're not just watching, you're being commissioned. This is your sacred space. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and your mission has officially begun. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.